What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Brawlic John with another episode of How to Play. And on this episode, the Tribal Chief of VGC has brought to you Solgaleo. I absolutely, positively love this team. This team is so much fun. It's got that right mix of best of one, but also even in best of three open team sheet, when you look at this, there's so many things that you have to plan for, and this team has so many options that it can offer you. I absolutely love it. Let's get into the heart and soul of this team, which is Solgaleo himself. Now, what makes Solgaleo good? Two things. Number one, full metal body. This means that his stats cannot get dropped. He has a built-in clear amulet. And for anybody who's been playing Regulation G, you know just how strong clear amulet is in a single restricted format. But since we don't need that as an item because it's already built in, we get to put on this weakness policy. Which brings my second point on why Solgaleo is so good. It's a steel type. It's a strong steel type, right? This thing one-shots the bulkiest flutters. This thing one-shots two flutters at the same time. Flutter butter, it don't matter, right? Having a strong restricted steel type is so unique that building around it was honestly a lot of fun, and I can't wait to get into what makes it good. So we have weakness policy, right? That weakness policy is going to be procced by Solgaleo's good friend, Gouging Fire. Now, this Gouging Fire strategy is similar to something that we saw a lot of in Regulation F, where you would have the booster energy Gouging Fire with the Howl so that he can raise the attack stat of his teammates. On this team, however, it serves a reverse purpose. Instead of buffing our team, it's going to be debuffing the opponent's team, right? Gouging Fire +1 speed, Bulldoze. What does that do? It lowers the speed of the opponent's two Pokemon by one stage. It also activates Solgaleo's weakness policy, which allows the Solgaleo to immediately go +2 and to pick up some crazy knockouts. Now, on top of that, this thing has Breaking Swipe and Snarl. Why? Because this thing's a debuff monster. You basically want to make the Solgaleo hard to knock out, and then you pick up the knockouts, right? And then we have the supporting cast, and what a supporting cast it is. We have the Amoonguss, who can come in, he can heal your Solgaleo, he can switch in on Urshifu's. It's just a beast. For anybody who knows, anybody who saw the Wolf Glick finals, Amoonguss is the trans right hero that we need. I am an ally, so I love to see that stuff. Amoonguss is an absolute hero. I'm not going to talk about it. What I will talk about is Torn and Urshifu, because Solgaleo is weak to fire, but Tornadus has Rain Dance. And if we have Rain Dance, we might as well throw on that Surging Strikes with the Scarf. Now, what's really fun about this is the Tornadus is also Terra Dark. So this team has built-in options for a lot of prevalent meta threats. I'm going to kind of go through them right now. Kyogre, we got Wide Guard. Groudon, we got that Wide Guard. Calyrex Shadow, we got that Wide Guard. Calyrex Shadow, we got Snarl. Calyrex Shadow, we got Terra Dark Tornadus. We have so many things that answer the Calyrex Shadow that it's actually insane. Tornadus plus Urshifu is really good to bring versus the Groudon teams, because Groudon does have a really good matchup into Gouging Fire Solgaleo. Now, that said, if your opponent's not careful, you can still catch them with a nice little Bulldoze into Sunsteel Strike right into the Groudon, and you're going to do a ton of damage with that weakness policy. But having a Rain Dance Surging Strikes in the back is a wonderful option to have. This Urshifu is max speed, it's got a little bit of bulk on it, it's adamant, it is a monster. And last but not least, we have this delicious piece of spice in the back. I know you're probably thinking, hey, what's going on with that leftovers Fluttermane? I got you. This Fluttermane is 252 bold defense and 252 HP. This is the bulkiest Fluttermane you've ever seen in your life. Why? Calyrex Ice. That's right. You lead this versus Calyrex Ice, they're going to look at this team, they're going to say, this is free. I'm going to lead Indeedee plus Calyrex Ice. They can't stop me. Then you go for Imprison. On turn 1, you stop their Trick Room, and then the opponent's like, okay, that's fine, I'ma just Glacial Lance. I got this. Boom. Terra Water Flutter Mane. You not Glacial Lancing nothing. And all the while, what I like to lead versus Calyrex Ice is Urshifu plus Flutter Mane. Because turn 1, I'm hitting you with that Surging Strikes for some good damage. And then turn 2, I'm going to Terra Water and hit you with a Moonblast or a Shadow Ball or whatever I want to hit you with. And I'm going to make it really, really hard to remove this Imprisoned Flutter. By the time you do remove it, Urshifu would have done so much damage that it's really, really strong. People don't see it coming. It's a really, really cool tech. It's pretty niche. I don't bring it to a lot of games, but when I need it, it's there. This team is fun. This team has options. I hope you guys try out the rental. If you guys want the Poke Paste for this team, I need 10 comments in the comment section down below. If we get 10 comments, I will give you guys the Poke Paste for this team. That way you can bring it on Showdown and you can start testing it on Showdown. But for now, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you guys enjoy the Solgaleo. And remember to acknowledge your Tribal Chief of VGC. Alrighty, here we go, and we have another Kyogre team, but this one has Lando T, which, all jokes aside, is gonna be a little bit of an issue for my team. Now, there's no Tornadus, so the biggest difference here is my Gouging Fire can now go for some cool Bulldoze plays, which I think is really, really nice. I do like Urshifu here. I also like Tornadus. Amoonguss is pretty good too, but I think I do want to lock in the offense here. My only worry is, like, how do I out Goldengo, right? Goldengo could be a bit of an issue. Do I bring the Flutter Mane just for that? It feels... Because I also feel like Tailwind is just going to be really, really good for me as well, you know? I'm going to try with these 4. I do worry about the Goldengo. I think my opponent's team is actually really, really cool. I really like their team. I like that they're leveraging Kyogre and Goldengo. That seems like really, really cool stuff. So yeah, I'm totally down for that. I almost want to experiment with that. Maybe like a nasty plot Dango with Kyogre lead, and then you swap out the Kyogre into Incin. You get an Intimidate. They go for Ogerpon with Kyogre. So now here's the best of one infinite struggle, right? Here's the infinite struggle. Are you Scarf? No, because Mold Breaker went first. He is not Scarf. Okay, so we know that he is not Scarf. So that means we could just go for a really funny Bulldoze play and just try to take him out immediately. Right? So Bulldoze, I don't think he wants to go for a fire move. We're in rain. And then I could go for Psychic Fangs at +2 into Kyogre here. I feel like that's good. Because Mold Breaker activated first, so that means Kyogre is not Scarf. It does mean Kyogre could protect, but I don't see a reason why Kyogre would want to protect here. You know what I mean? He could go for Follow Me, which would be bad, but I still think this is the play. Alright, so here's the Bulldoze. Bulldoze is going to drop everybody's speed by 1, but more importantly, it's going to activate Solgaleo's weakness policy. This is going to take me to +2 attack, so now my Solgaleo is going to sink its Psychic Fangs into Kyogre. Alright, and hopefully pick up a knockout. No! Just a little bit too bulky. Alright, he does get me with the Ivy Cudgel in Rain. He does go for the Origin Pulse, so they got me. This is still... I'm still in a pretty decent spot here. Because now I can just bring in the Urshifu here, and I'm totally fine. But yeah, they got me. But we're still in a good spot here. Alright, so now we click Breaking Swipe. Because we know it would knock out the Kyogre. We know we're faster. And then we're just going to pour on the damage. We're going to go Terra Water, Surging Strikes, into the Ogerpon slot. Whatever you try to switch into is going to get, you know, murderfied. So we're feeling pretty good here. And then, depending on what they have, I still have my Torn in the back for some speed control, some Bleak Winds. Now, if they have Goldengo, that's what scares me. Kyogre goes for Protect. You're just stalling the inevitable with that play. I'm totally fine with that. So Breaking Swipe is going to go first. It's going to knock this guy's attack down by 1 stage. That's totally fine. But there's no way you live this Surging Strikes. So we are not even worried about it. Let's go, baby. Urshifu doing the whammage. Get him. So we lost our Solgaleo on turn 1, but he did so much damage that, like, it was worth it. And not only did he do damage, he brought the speed control, because this Kyogre is forever -1, right? And you can swap it out, but what really is the point of swapping it out, you know? So they bring in Landorus. Landorus is not going to help. That could be Scarf Landorus. That could be Scarf Landorus. But even if it is Scarf Landorus, I don't think you can one-shot my Urshifu. You could go, even if you go Terra Flying, I think Urshifu is fine here. I'm just bringing the damage. So this is Terra Flying Lando here. And basically, I have to hope that my Urshifu... Oh, it's Terra Poison. Nah, we're chilling, we're chilling, we're chilling, we're chilling, we're chilling. We're chilling. I don't think there's any way he can hit my Urshifu, even if he's faster. Breaking Swipe comes out first, even better. So now we're going to drop his attack stage by 1. So now we know that Urshifu is big chillin'. Oh, and I just go next anyway. Oh, this is so beautiful. This team is so good into Kyogre teams. Oh, man. Oh, we love to see that. We absolutely love to see that right there. That is how it is done. We love to see that. Alright, show me the next person. Show me the next victim. Bring him forth. Bring the next victim hither. Oh, it's Gholdengo. Okay, so that's not great. That's genuinely not great. I do have Snarl, though. I do have Snarl. Okay, so we single target Snarl and we Surging Strikes. The problem is Gholdengo probably lives the turn anyway. Maybe not. Maybe not. Surging Strikes might just pick up here, actually. Maybe I'm bugging. Maybe I had nothing to worry about. Oh, that's a big pickup. Urshifu. That's a big pickup. And that'll do it. Just like that. Solgaleo. Now, you might think that Solgaleo didn't do much here, but it carried. That was a big Solgaleo game. GG's to my opponent. Shout out to them. Yeah. Alrighty, here we go. And we have a Kyogre team here. Pretty sure I've seen this team running around. I believe it's Scarf Kyogre. I do believe it is Scarf Kyogre, so we're going to kind of play into that a little bit. We're going to lead Gouging Fire Solgaleo here, because I do have access to Wide Guard, and then if they don't lead Kyogre, I could just do some other stuff. Urshifu, probably pretty good. Amoonguss, probably pretty good. I'm wondering if I want to bring my own Torn. I probably do want to bring Torn. And then the question is Urshifu or Amoonguss, right? I think Urshifu is the answer here. So we're going to try and run these 4 here and see how we can do. These types of games are very tricky, very 50-50. It's all just going to be decided on whether or not this guy can position his Scarf Kyogre in a way that matters. I believe it's like Water Spout, Origin Pulse, Ice Beam, and then I don't even know what the last move would be. But assuming it's nothing too impactful, then we should be okay here. They go for Lando and Torn. Lando, Torn. Okay. So that's a pretty good lead for them, honestly. I don't really see too many things that could go wrong here. I'm going to go ahead and Terra Grass. I mean, they might... This is tough, right? This is tough, because they could Earth Power either slot here. They can also just go for like Bleak Wind Storm, but I mean that could miss, and then they'd want to go for Tailwind. I think I'm just gonna go for Terra Grass Snarl, and then I'm gonna switch out into my own Torn here. Although part of me wants to switch into Urshifu, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make this play here. Let's see what they go for here. They're saving the Scarf the Scarf Kyogre for the back, so I gotta try my best to not let them get Tailwind up, I think. So, like, if I can taunt the Torn, then that could be pretty good. But I also have to get rid of this Lando at the same time. Or if I just want to stagger my Tailwind. So they just go for Tailwind turn 1. I mean, that's good on them. And then they're going for a Earth Power into the Solgaleo slot, which turned into the Tornadus. Now we get off a Snarl here, which is pretty good. I'm going to put them both at -1, which I like. And then we can start going for like Bleak Wind Storm and stuff like that. I can keep spamming Snarl here, I think is the play. The question is do I want to go for Tailwind now? Or do I want to... I guess I could Tailwind now, just to make sure Snarl goes off first. That seems like it's decent. That way Gouging Fire takes less damage from whatever they're going to do here. Alright, so Snarl does come out. It's going to drop both of them to -2 here. This is probably Bleak Wind Storm plus Sludge Bomb into Gouging Fire. I should live. It's still a lot of damage, though. Bleak Wind Storm misses somebody here. Misses my Tauren. Kind of wish it missed the Gouging Fire instead. But this is still overall fine, in my opinion. Well, no, I guess not, right? Because the Scarf Ogre in the back is just always going to beat me. Well, I have to get rid of their Lando so that I can Wide Guard in front of it and then do damage, I guess, is the thing. So I am going to go for another Snarl. I'm not going to let off the thing there. And then I guess I'll go for Bleak Wind Storm here, try to get my damage out. So here goes another Snarl. They drop down to -3 respectively. And then next I can kind of just bring in the Solgaleo here and then just start doing more damage, pressuring the switch-ins. And then once they're down... No! No way! And they get the speed drop. There's no way you crit me at -3. Oh man, that is incredibly bad. That is so bad. And the speed drop on top of that too. That's what makes it like even worse. Oh man. That is incredible. Switch into Solgaleo here. And I'm gonna go for Surging Strikes into Torn, I think. Oh, that crit just ruined everything. I was winning. Because I know for a fact they have Scarf Ogre in the back, so all I have to do is make it a situation where... Oh my god. Am I not gonna kill Torn here? Okay, I'll kill Torn. But the Rocky Helmet's not fun for me either. It's just... I didn't realize or I don't remember that this was Rocky Helmet Torn. I mean, then again, I'm just assuming I know this team, but yeah. That is arguably much worse. Also, staying in with the Lando is wild sauce to me. And they just go for a raw Sandsear Storm and hit both slots. That is insane indeed. Alright, so their Tailwind peters out, so they have to stall a turn here. That's their that's the Rillaboom. Man, this game was over. I cannot believe it. Oh, I can't believe it. I mean, at +2, it's not like I'm killing the Rilla anyway. And he could just probably just Ice Beam my Urshifu. I guess I can, Rock Slide, swap into Gouging Fire. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I cannot believe. Yep. Single target Earth Power might even knock out at -3. Oh, Rock Slide goes off. Okay. I don't think that crit mattered. I'll tell you what crit mattered, though. I cannot believe it. So the thing is now he can just Grassy Glide my Urshifu. Because I can hit Wide Guard, but then he hits Grassy Glide. I have to pray that he goes for something silly. Terra Water. Yep. I cannot believe it. I can't believe that crit. Okay. Here comes Grassy Glide. Yep. And then, like, I could Wide Guard, but there's no point. And he knows there's no point, so he just gets to go faster here and click buttons. Thunder. Okay. There's a chance if I knock out. Okay. I would have to live a Grassy Glide, though. I don't think I live Grassy Glide. Solg? Do you live a Grassy Glide, buddy? Can you one-shot a Rillaboom from here? Did we win still? If we won, I don't think I live a Grassy Glide. It's literally grassy terrain. I know I resist, and I know I'm Solgaleo, but I'm pretty sure I don't. Oh! Ooh! Oh! Do you knock out? Do you knock out? Oh my god! Base god! Brr, skirt! Got him! No! Let's go! Yeah! Alrighty, here we go. And my opponent is not even testing for Reg G. They're out here living in the future, testing for Regulation W over here with their double restricteds. I feel like that's final gambit on the Annihilate, which is gonna make denying Trick Room an issue. But then it also becomes a matter of whether or not I even want to bother denying Trick Room kind of thing. I mean, I do have Imprison on the Flutter Mane, and I guess Flutter Mane's also pretty good if they decide to go Miraidon as well. So I think I do want to go with the Flutter Mane lead. The question is who do I want to put next to the Flutter Mane? I like the idea of Urshifu here. Urshifu with the Scarf should be able to outspeed the Ape. Pretty good damage if they lead like Indeedee plus the Ursaring. It's not so great into Miraidon, but I can always U-turn out if I want to. I could conversely just go with Solgaleo, but I feel like Solgaleo doesn't have the greatest type matchup into all of this, so I think I'll just go Urshifu Flutter Mane here. Amoonguss in the back seems like it would be pretty good, but I'm just gonna go Gouging Fire Solgaleo in the back here, because I feel like I can successfully deny the Trick Room here, depending on what they do. If they go like Indeedee plus Ice Rider, then that could be a little bit tough. It's weird because it feels like I had to prep for an Ice Rider team and a Miraidon team, but you know what? That's what happens when the ladder isn't officially up yet. But let's see what we can do here. So they go Ninetales. They go Ninetales Ice Rider here. So now this is a bit tricky, right? I kind of want to go Terra Water here. And maybe even double the horse, but I feel like that's risking it a bit too much. So I think I do want to go Imprison here. And then I want to go for Terra Water. Surging Strikes into the horse here. This is not going to pick up a knockout, but assuming that the horse is going for Trick Room, this should be pretty good for me. I'm expecting like Aurora Veil plus Trick Room. I could be completely wrong. He could just literally be clicking Glacial Lance. If he's just clicking Glacial Lance, then I'm in a bad spot. But we'll see how it goes here. Surging Strikes is going to come out. It's going to do like 0 damage. Oh yeah, Snow. Yeah, I forgot snow was a thing. That's right, that's right. I could have CC'd, but this is fine, I think. Because CC would have lowered my defenses. There's Aurora Veil, so I'm expecting Trick Room here. I'm highly expecting Trick Room. If they go Glacial Lance, we're screwed. Okay, it was Trick Room. So there's the Imprison. Sealed Trick Room. Yep, okay, perfect. So now I've sealed Trick Room, and I've also sealed Moonblast, which is pretty important here. So now I can go for something like Shadow Ball plus another Surging Strikes into this slot. He can't protect. He can switch. Nothing really wants to take this. My Flutter Mane is very bulky, so the Ninetales won't be able to take it out. So I feel pretty good about this. I mean, I guess there's a chance he lives the Shadow Ball, given that my Flutter Mane doesn't do a lot of damage, but I think I've done what I need to do here. That should be Shadow Ball range. Come on. Come on, Flutter. Come on, Flutter. Blizzard. Alright, don't freeze. Don't do that. Alright, come on. For the culture. For your tribal chief. Yeet. Let's go. We take those. Alright, so the Trick Room setter has been removed. Now my leftovers Flutter can start to pay dividends here. Yep, that's right. Leftovers Flutter. We're bulky. We imprison, and then we just kind of sit on the field here. Now we have to worry about the second restricted, though. Like, we made it through phase 1, and now it's like phase 2 over here. So yeah, that's pretty rough here. I think I want to conserve the Urshifu so that I can hit this thing with a close combat next turn. It boosted his defense. That's so interesting. Alright, so I want to Moonblast him. And then I definitely want to make a switch. Because I want to save close combat for later. He's going to go for an electric attack, so I think Gouging Fire is probably a safe switch in here. And then when the Gouging switches in, I should be able to live this double up, and then I can spam Snarl. And then that'll be really, really good next to the Flutter Mane as well, right? Alright, so here's Gouging Fire. We're going to go into our booster speed here. I'm expecting Electro Drift plus Blizzard, which is probably going to knock out... Oh, he went for a Terra. If you Terra out of Dragon, oh man. Oh man. He Terra'd into Fairy. I could have just Surging Strikes. Oh my lord. Okay, alright, whatever. Electro Drift comes in. It's gonna do a lot of damage just because, yeah, that's Miraidon. Fighting against 2 restricteds, definitely not fun. As long as we don't get a freeze here, we're in a great spot. Yep. So Moonblast goes in. Let me get a special attack drop. Oh, the Tribal Chief gets what he wants. Oh, we love to see that. We absolutely love to see that. Alright, so now I'm going to go for another Moonblast to put this thing into range, and I'm going to start Snarling here. The reason why I want to go for Snarl is I want this Ninetales to be, like, completely neutered. Oh, so he actually switches out. So they're going to show me their last Mon here. Distant Past. Oh, Ursaring. Okay. Interesting. So, I mean, Ursaring's going to take some damage here, but that's actually really scary. He can't set up Trick Room, though. There goes the Blizzard. I hit a Snarl, though. Oh, he crit me through. Oh, that's so bad. That's actually so bad. Okay. I mean, we're stalling out everything here. We're stalling out as good as we can. One more turn of Aurora Veil. This guy is probably gonna protect, maybe? I'm wondering if I should get some chip damage onto the Ninetales. Nah, I don't think I have to. I think I just Moonblast this slot again, get some chip damage going, and I just go for another Snarl here. Because even if you switch out the Ninetales, you're just switching your Koraidon into another Snarl here, right? And this guy might go for, like, EQ or something like that. I'm going to go for another Snarl. So the Ninetales goes for Protect here. Oh, this is EQ, right? Okay. So they're going to bring me down to my last 2 Pokemon here. But I do think I'm still favorable to win this game. So yeah, I think this is overall fine. Moonblast, some good chip damage here. He's going to go for Earthquake. He's going to pick up the double knockout here. I could have maybe went for Breaking Swipe here. But what's interesting now is if he wants to reset up the weather, he's gonna have to switch this Koraidon in. But the Koraidon switched to Terra Fairy, so Surging Strikes is just like good to go here. And I think Surging Strikes is going to probably just win the game for me, which is definitely what I want here. The Aurora Veil wears off. Now we get to bring in Solgaleo and Urshifu, which makes this pretty straightforward, right? Yeah. I think we're good. Can't set up another Aurora Veil. I don't think he can one-shot me. I mean, even if he has Freeze Dry, I mean, maybe he has Freeze Dry, but we're going to Surging Strikes into that slot, and I am going to go for Sunsteel Strike into this slot. See if we can't just get rid of both slots, and then whoever's left should be able to 1v1 the Miraidon here. Yep, so all we need is one hit there. Now let's see what the Ninetales goes for. Do you have Freeze Dry? If they don't have Freeze Dry, I should just win here. I guess they could Blizzard Freeze, Moonblast. Urshifu lives that, right? Every day of the week, baby! Every day of the week. Let's go. Sunsteel Strike, that's gonna be a one-hit knockout. Get him out of here, baby! Oh, we love to see it. The Tribal Chief of VGC strikes again. Go ahead, send out your Miraidon. It's not enough. That's not enough. Here we go. Surging Strikes into Miraidon. Sunsteel Strike into Miraidon. You can't protect. You can't resist. There's nothing that you can do. You might survive. You might not survive. Nah, I don't even think you can survive the Surging Strikes. Do you? No, you don't. That's gonna do it. The Tribal Chief strikes again. Acknowledge me! Oh yeah, you love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Let's go. Shout out to my opponent. GG's. Yeah. Alrighty, gamers. I hope you enjoyed those games. Those games were hype AF. I thought I was gonna lose. Solgaleo lives on one. What a monster. What a team. I'm so happy about this video. I hope a lot of eyes get on this video. Please drop a like, a comment, a sub, all that good stuff. Please, please, please. Thank you guys so much for watching and for being here. I appreciate you guys. Enjoy the video. Yeah.